the following presentation of the National Football League.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Up next, one team's name will join NFL immortality at the end of tonight's battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New England Patriots. Well, another NFL season has reached its finale. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here to see how it all ends. Some history on the line here tonight, Brock. And two teams who've already made plenty of history in the NFL. A lot of Lombardies shared between these two, and another about to join the collection.
Kind of feels like, doesn't it, Kate? They're just not playing for a trophy alone. They've got a bunch of those already in their trophy cases, but they're really playing for a spot on the greatest teams in franchise lore. Both going to be remembered by the fans forever. These 60 minutes, maybe a little more, will determine that, but one will be remembered as a winner.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. I think this is one of those moments that you just go back in that backyard as a kid and you close your eyes and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. First play, he's going to throw. Purdy on target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Get set, get set. Line around, up.
From the gun, McCaffrey. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And oh, he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they were headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So now it's the Patriots' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey? Well, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each rung of the playoffs, and it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now.
Crazy. 5.
Right to the air with May. Henry on the catch. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. Hauled down by Andrew Winger.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Crazy.
Here's May to the air. to Hooper. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a New England first down.
That's good.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Five.
First down, May. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be second down.
Hey, what's up? Crazy.
Back to the air, it's May. That's to his running back, Antonio Gibson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Crazy.
May now on third down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And the Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first point to this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
Five. Crazy.
To the air yet again, May. Connecting on the slant. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
49ers, nothing.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Rindo to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hopes that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. And we know this. When that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions, they've been the most resilient players, too. Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Christian Barmore with the play.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Get set.
Putting the tight end in motion. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds. A flag is out as well, but offense looking pretty confident that it's on the defense here. So they'll decline this and take the result.
The penalty is declined.
Outside.
Running it after the penalty. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground you need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Watch out.
So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. 7-0 is our score. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They've got 2nd and 5. They stick with McCaffrey. Spins out of one stop. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Going to the ground again on first. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Going run again with McCaffrey. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Watch out.
On 3rd down, Purdy finds the in route complete. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Piniero's kick is good, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
On the return, here's Travion Henderson. And he's brought down just inside the 25. New England taking the field. Its 2nd series of the game coming up. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Hey, what's up? Crazy.
Operating from the gun, here's May. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have it down at the 30-yard line.
So many of these NFL facilities we travel around and we see signage all over the place. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's about protecting it offensively, and it's about doing just that, taking it away defensively.
On the toss, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Outside.
From the red zone on 1st. Ball is caught. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
McCaffrey can't push it across. They make the stand, and looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. Now a timeout for an injured player. That's Christian McCaffrey being attended to. Hopefully with his history, this is something minor. This is a pivotal moment on the game's biggest stage, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
118! Watch out!
Purdy setting up that play action. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 4th down is going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. Angling this one in from the right hash to challenge here. Pinheiro's kick is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
To return this, Marcus Jones. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The New England offense running out now. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, you got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
To the air on 1st down, May. Will get it complete to Travion Henderson. And after making the catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. Now it looks like we're going to need to take a moment, Brock. An injured player on that snap, and it is running back Travion Henderson who's getting looked at. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. May on 1st and 10. Ramondre Stevenson makes the catch. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Well, not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
Crazy. 5.
To throw, here's May. We'll find Stevenson out of the backfield. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Here's May again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line.
Crazy, crazy.
Again, it's May. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Going jumbo set on this first and goal.
Yes, sir. Diddy, what's up? Hey, keep it rolling, man. Keep it rolling. They can't stop us. Keep rolling. 30 G.
A give up the middle to Stevenson. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots grow their lead just before halftime. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Boy, Gallis tacks on the extra point. And the Patriots grow their lead to 8.
49ers 6.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Starting out trips right here. First and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jelani Tavai picks it off.
Well, I suppose some praise is in order for bringing him down almost immediately and preventing a return. Definitely minimized the damage the best they could, but it is still a demoralizing outcome for this offense to give the ball away.
The Patriots running their offense out there. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. Look at where they start with the football now.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. This is Stevenson on the give. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Here's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Hey, what's that? 5. Crazy, crazy.
Now May on third and long. trouble, and they bring him down again. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Patriots punt team coming out with former sixth-rounder Bryce Baringer to do the honors. Christian McCaffrey on the 49ers return. Fields this clean at the 30. And that return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
Over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so first and 10 may be our last snap of the half. He'll send him over right. He'll throw it. He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Looking to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Craig Woodson. And the Patriots do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks for that update, Scotch. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Had a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Final halftime adjustments of the season are out of the way. It's time to put them into action here. Quarter 3 of the Super Bowl is underway. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The New England offense with the football. They get it first here in the second half. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. First call here coming from the shotgun. May now from the gun. He finds his running back, Henderson. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers, it's awesome with tight ends, but when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. From the pistol, here's Stevenson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's May. Finds him over the middle. And he's right near that first down marker as the stop is made at the 48. Nickel set from the Niners on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Running for it with Stevenson. We'll have the first down and even more. And he has this down to the 34. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's good for a Patriots.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense. trying to chew up that clock.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's made to the air. Couldn't get the screen set up properly, Brock. Pass incomplete, and they're going to hope for better results now on 2nd down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Crazy! Crazy! Five.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Connects on the crosser. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Crazy.
Off the play action, May. Headed out right. He takes it himself. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
This is Stevenson heading right. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Here goes Tom. Eddie, what's up? Sit down, here you go. Crazy.
May not have throw on 3rd. He finds Diggs right side. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere. After the play, here comes the athletic training staff out for an injured player. And that is quarterback Drake May that they're headed towards. So now on 4th down, Andres Borregales leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Borregales connects. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
Had the lead at the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the 2nd half and add to it. Sure, you love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this 3rd quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer the opponent, but in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
18.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Get set, get set.
The tight end in motion now. On 2nd down, Robinson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. The 49ers have it, and hopefully have some points ready to salvage hopes of a record-tying 6th title. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Outside. 53.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has him on a quick hitter. And he will not get them to that marker. Heck, all he can do is get back to the line. 4th down.
You know, Kate, that's exactly what that coverage was meant for. Make the quarterback throw it short, go up and rally, and get yourself off the field.
Well, simply put, Brock, they absolutely need to have the conversion here on 4th down.
Get set, get set.
Desperation time here. Pass brought in by Jennings. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. Look at that, no worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other to give him a chance to make a play.
Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Give him 8 on that one. And that gives the 49ers the 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. 1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. They look underneath here. Robinson. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Patriots' 31-yard line.
To the air again. Purdy. He's got Ayuk on that slant. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, 49ers.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And on 1st down only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. To throw again, it's Purdy. Complete out to the right side. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches.
Get set, get set.
Purdy will sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set. 1st down throw by Purdy. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. shotgun is Purdy. This one's caught. And this one doesn't go far. Working quickly here.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Purdy looking to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. Flush down out to his left. And he drives this forward to the 6. Offense up to the line fast.
a gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And oh, he got it! Interception! That's Carlton Davis. And the Patriots will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready? Viking 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Here's the backup. First throw. Caught by his back. Gibson. And this one does not go far. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Eight yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
To the air, Dobbs. Finds him on the crossing route. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
1st and 10.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Here we go. Jack. 70 Timberwolf. Viking 18. Let go.
The give inside to Stevenson. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Ready? Hot 70. Hot 70. Ready?
Zone read here, and they'll give to Stevenson. Oh, man, nothing from him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
A 1-yard pickup brings up
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Patriots up by 11. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still 3rd down.
Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now.
Tag. 70 Lions. Go.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he gets him 5, but still a ways short of that line to gain. So here comes 4th down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. Bryce Behringer, the one to send it away. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. Coach Kyle Shanahan ushering his 49ers offense back to the field. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a third consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
Complete. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. But it looks like the 49ers were the first to it, and they make the recovery.
Recovered by the offense.
Purdy to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him.
A gain of 12. And a 49er first down.
And they spike the football as we get down under 50 seconds to play. Clock inside of 50 seconds now. 2nd and 10. Now it's Purdy. It's Kittle over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
San Francisco.
And that spike gets it stopped. 30 seconds to go. With half a minute left, here comes 2nd and 10.
Get set, get set. 18.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 6 yards.
49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. To throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Desperation time here on 4th. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Line up the design keeper. And it's history for the New England Patriots as they become the first franchise in NFL history to win 7 Super Bowl championships. What a moment for all of them, Brock. The crowning achievements for the careers of all of these players. And for this new coaching staff in just their first season leading this organization.
You know, how many times have we talked about these great teams and their window open and they need just one final player to take them over the top?
Yep.
Well, sometimes it's not a player at all. The missing piece is actually a coach. Just the right leader who could bring out the best from the whole roster and get these guys to believe in their ability to take that next step and go win it all.
Commissioner Goodell at the podium, handing the Lombardi Trophy to the New England Patriots, champions of Super Bowl 60. So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Heward and myself, that's going to do it on another fantastic NFL season. We cannot wait to catch you all again in the fall. I'm Kate Scott. Wherever and however you've been watching, please get home safe tonight, everybody. Good night from Santa Clara.